Hello, friends. Welcome to the session on artificial intelligence. In this session, we'll be discussing about unsupervised machine learning. Friends, you must have been observed that whenever you watch any movie or any program on Netflix or Amazon Prime, then you will find that the Amazon Prime or Netflix will automatically suggest you some other contents. So how it is being happening? This is happening because of those contents are suggested by the software, or you can say that those contents are suggested by the artificial intelligence which is inbuilt in Netflix or in Amazon Prime. So how the Netflix or Amazon Prime makes the use of artificial intelligence for the recommendation system? So this recommendation system actually makes use of unsupervised machine learning. So in this session, we will discuss what we mean by unsupervised machine learning, and we will see also some suitable example in order to understand this unsupervised machine learning. Already in our earlier sessions, we have discussed the machine learning, the workflow of machine learning, the supervised machine learning, and now today we will go for the discussion of unsupervised machine learning. So friends, as you know that you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to the channel so that you can watch many other educational videos on the various topics of computer science and electronics. So let us start the session and let us understand what we mean by the unsupervised machine learning. As we know that there are different types of machine learning. Machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence. In the machine learning, what we used to do is that we used to provide the appropriate data, and from this data, the machine will start learning. In the supervised machine learning, the data is being used as a labeled data, and that is the reason it is being called as a supervised machine learning. So here we can predict the outcome or future by making the use of supervised machine learning. In unsupervised machine learning, there is no labeled data. So this is the basic difference between supervised and unsupervised. You will find that there is no feedback, but what the machine will do is that it will find some hidden structure from the data. And based on the hidden structure, it will suggest you certain new things. And reinforcement learning is another type of the learning where you will find that it is a kind of a reward system. So if appropriate step is being taken, then it is being rewarded, the system is being rewarded. Otherwise, the system is being punished. So as far as this session is being concerned, we will see what we mean by supervised. Already we have seen supervised machine learning. In this session, we will discuss the unsupervised machine learning. So unsupervised machine learning, you can say, is a kind of an algorithm that is being trained on unlabeled data. Say, for example, we have some unlabeled data as shown in this diagram, where there are different images of vegetables. And now, based on the images, these images will be interpreted, and then the algorithm will process them in order to classify them into different categories. So you will find that the onions are being classified, and then the other vegetable items are being classified accordingly, according to their shape, according to their color. You will find that the classification is being done. So you can say that in unsupervised learning, the algorithm tries to learn the structure, which is normally we say underlying structure or distribution in the data. And here one has to remember that the data do not have labels. So the data is there, but it do not have the explicit output labels. So as shown in this diagram, we can say that whenever we want to cluster the objects, whenever we want to classify the objects into different categories, then that can be done with the unsupervised machine learning. Another example, suppose these are the images, and these are the images where you will find that all of the images are being of the top, and the images are used for training, and the features are being extracted from the images. Now we can extract the features such as pointed ear, we can extract the features such as folded ear, we can extract the features such as color, and then you will find that based on these features, we can classify the given image. And the goal of the unsupervised machine learning is to explore and discover the inherent structure between the data elements or the relationship between the data elements. And then it can classify it into the clusters, or it can associate it, or it can anomalize it. So there are different algorithms available for the unsupervised machine learning. Say, for example, we have algorithm called as k-means clustering. We have algorithm called as hierarchical clustering. We have algorithm called as principal component analysis, or PCA, or we have algorithms such as autoencoders. So there are different algorithms already written, and these algorithms can be used in order to make the use of unsupervised learning. Now let us understand this unsupervised learning with the help of one simple example. And this example is being called as a customer segmentation. Now suppose whenever you go to any mall or whenever you go to a shop, then you will find that you will purchase certain things, and the system will receive the customer data. The customer data can consist of age, it can consist of the purchase history, it can consist of the browsing behavior also. So many times you make the use of website to purchase the things. And you will find that this is the data, but there is no predefined category. Now the algorithm like k-means clustering will group the customers which has similar behavior. And then there will be a segmentation in the step 3, where the system identify clusters such as frequent shoppers. So the system will automatically identify you as a frequent shopper. If you have a high spender, or if you are a regular buyer, then you will be classified into a different group. Sometimes you will find that there are people who purchase the things only when there is some discount. So during the sale, they will purchase the things. So there is another category of discount seekers. Sometimes you will find that the customers do not buy. They often visit, but they do not buy. And such customers are being classified into a casual browser. And then the companies actually can make the use of this data in order to have insight to their marketing strategy. So they can have the personalized promotion for the different groups. So the peoples are being classified into different categories based on their behavior. There are several other examples of unsupervised machine learning. Say, for example, whenever we want to determine anomaly such as fraud in the banking. So suppose some banking transactions are there, and if some abrupt transaction takes place, then that can be detected as a fraud. We can make the use of unsupervised learning in topic modeling. So whenever we have been given a large number of news articles, those can be classified into different groups. As I said, we can make the use of unsupervised learning in Netflix or in Amazon Prime, where the system will recommend you the new movie based on what you have watched earlier. So thank you, friends, for viewing the session. Hopefully, you have understood what we mean by the unsupervised machine learning. Thank you all.